What's going on, guys? Welcome to another Breaking Debates episode. I believe this is 35. And in this video, we're going to continue on with the Leprechaun film review discussions. And in this one, we're going to jump on Leprechaun 3.
I'm Adam B.
And I am Narik Chase, and we are on the scene once again. Now, tell us a little bit about Leprechaun 3, because as we know, Leprechaun makes it back, and this time he's taking place in Las Vegas, and of course he looked for his gold. I think this was made in 1995. Alright, now, who was the director?
Brian Trenchard-Smith.
Have no idea who that guy is, but that's okay. And for all I know, it's probably a woman. But anyways, okay, general thoughts about the film.
Okay. End of the second film, he was blown to bits. Third film, he's stoned. How did he get that way?
See, that's another one of those big inconsistencies about the series. It seems like every movie something different happens, and it comes back in a different way, and it's like it never really ties into the previous film. So it seems like all of these aren't even really sequels; they're more like reboots.
Yeah.
So it was never explained how he got blown up in one, and then all of a sudden he's turned to stone in another.
Turned to stone and has another weakness.
That medallion, I still don't understand that medallion thing.
That little video, I don't think they explained it in that little computer thing.
I don't think they did. That was too convenient right there. Way too convenient. I didn't even know they made stuff like that. This really big, thick floppy disk that looked like... You know how you had a CD and you had a CD case?
Yeah.
It looked like the CD case.
Yeah, I thought he actually put the whole CD case up in the computer.
He did. Whatever that thing was.
Okay.
So, that was too convenient. I mean, the guy ends up... Some dude comes in your shop, and... It starts off with this dude in the pawn shop, of course. This dude, he looks terrible. Missing a leg, missing a hand. And he drags the statue into there, tells the owner not to remove the medallion.
Don't know how he got it.
Yeah, and then for some reason the pawn shop owner actually bought the statue.
And they actually didn't say his name, but his name is Gupta.
I ain't even gonna try to sit there and I ain't even gonna try it. But I don't understand is like that whole beginning sequence didn't make any sense. Like there was no build up; it just happened. So you don't know if the dude actually had to deal with the leprechaun before then,
right? Or how he came across, didn't get a good deal off of it, whatever it was, wherever he got it from.
And this is like one of those, and it's starting to get to that point where it's one of those 80s series that started off with a good premise, but they had no substance behind it. And it seems like every movie is trying to make up for it now. Mm-hmm. They're trying to make up something new to kind of fill in the gaps. And what did they do? What was the exposition they used in this film? The little floppy disk.
Yeah.
And then everything that the floppy disk stated was true. And it's like everything was true. It wasn't like, because folklore is based off some fact.
Uh-huh. But
eventually it gets kind of misconstrued.
And you would get that information off a floppy disk like that, and the characters on there are cartoons. That was funny.
And then it seemed like everybody went to relate to that one disc about all the answers. So that right there is convenience for you. That was convenience for you.
Okay, now Gupta. Okay, he removed the medallion. Mm-hmm. Leprechaun came alive.
That medallion looked like crap.
But he couldn't touch him because he had the medallion. I guess, what was the purpose of that? I don't know. It didn't look iron.
Yeah, it didn't look, that whole medallion thing was like a good premise, but there was no where to get it from, what is it made of, how is it actually affecting him, who put it on the first time. I mean, I assume the guy that came in to the shot with the missing hand and leg might have put it on him, but it's like,
how did he get it?
yeah. So there's no exposition. The whole Leprechaun don't even tell you what he was doing before the beginning events of this film. So what did you think about the girl, was that Tammy?
Yeah.
What do you think of Tammy's storyline? She's a young girl in Las Vegas, didn't hit it big the way she wanted to, and is dealing with this and stressing out over this situation she's in, trying to make it. Do you think that's a pretty interesting character with a pretty good story?
Maybe a little bit. Yeah, I just wish she would have played more into her part. She did. It is whatever it is. It didn't sound believable. I don't know what it is yet. She didn't sound like.
She wanted to be a magician, so she was like a magician's assistant. And that was one of the things when I written down in the review was they didn't give too much backstory on her.
No.
Like, okay, and she never. And it's like the whole magician bit did not play a role in the story at all. Like none of. Like you being around a magician, you would learn some kind of trick to possibly help you in that situation, but it was like no trick whatsoever.
Right, like, and that was her big thing, her dream to have her own magic show. So it would have seemed that she would have done something. Yeah.
So that was a bit of a waste. It was a good, interesting story, good premise. I ain't gonna say good, interesting story. It's a good premise, but it wasn't executed right. What about Scott?
I know that.
I hated him.
I know they could have made him a lot smarter.
I hated him. Not only was he gullible, he was stupid. He was a goody two shoes. There was like the whole fact, and then it's like, how in the world? I still don't understand the whole $23,000 check. It wasn't like he went there and said, you know what, I spend probably about $2,000.
Yeah, I mean he cashed it all in.
Yeah,
like everything.
And okay,
why?
If you're gonna cash it all in, fine. But why sit there and play everything like that? I mean, I understand the premise of gambling, and I understand that he can do that to you. But
I don't really think that what he saw had that big of effect on his brain because, like you said, he could have cashed in a little bit. But, okay, he had to be a little smart to make it to college since that was his college money. Mm-hmm. So, to cash everything in, that was stupid.
That was convenience because what happened? When he cashed it in, which goes to a poorly written story, when he cashed all that money in, he lost all his money. Then he decided to go pawn his watch, which is why he went to the pawn shop.
Which is how he found the coin, which is how the coin made it back to the casino where everything went down.
I'm all for convenience, but that was way too convenient. Way too convenient.
Right, you would go to the pawn shop, found a dead body.
Mm-hmm. Nobody. There was no. I mean, I was gonna say the cops didn't question him. But I remember what happened, which goes to another thing that they did in the last film. They said if you had one of his coins, he couldn't hurt you. Mm-hmm. But in this film, what happened? You could wish, rub it in the wish.
Right,
I was like, wish. Wow, really? And again, it's like they're constantly trying to fill in the gaps. And it didn't really. That's like the issue. Like I said, Tammy to me was the best character. Because she actually felt grounded and she felt like, she was actually struggling. We can identify with her. Okay. Scott, no. Because he was just way too good at two shoes. Then how in the world did he end up, and why was he even there? I still don't understand that.
Why was he at the casino?
No, why was he in Las Vegas?
He said he wanted to, drive through on his way to on his way to school, college. Mm-hmm. So he wanted to drive through Las Vegas. Saw Tammy on the side of the road.
No, he almost hit Tammy.
Well, yeah, he almost hit Tammy.
Then what was it? Almost hit her, drove up on the thing. And then their whole friendship, relationship, whatever that was forced. Mm-hmm. Because what happened? she's trying to get away from him. He's constantly following her. Right. And then it was like the stuff that he was asking was stupid. Oh, could you get me into the casino? Really? That's your end game?
Mm-hmm.
Get me into the casino. I'm like, what are you, like 18? Only the kids say something like that. I mean, if all the places he could have went, he wanted to go to that specific casino.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's another reason I didn't like his character. His character was stupid. But the only thing I will say about his character that I did like was when he was doing the whole, for those who ain't seen this movie, a leprechaun can all of a sudden infect you with a bite. And he's like a vampire on this one. He's like, if he bites you and he puts his blood mixes with your blood.
Yeah, you're going to turn into him.
Okay, and now that one I actually would say was actually a pretty interesting premise. I was like, okay, where they going to go with this? They did take it in a pretty good direction. Which is why I thought Scott's character did make up for it. Because when he was acting like a leprechaun, the dude that played him played that role good.
Mm-hmm.
When he was acting as regular human Scott, I wish I could have gouged his eyes out. But yeah, the whole leprechaun bit was fine. What would have played better was if possibly Tammy and Scott not being strangers. Maybe Tammy, they used to be friends, and he was stopping through to see her, and she was showing Las Vegas. Like, that would make more sense.
Yeah. Like, okay, you would actually, help a random stranger you don't know, like, or ask a random stranger, can you get me into the casino?
Yeah, like that, and the whole time he's pursuing her is like,
right.
It was, now if they were already friends, you can buy it. But him, like, you don't even know this girl. You gave her a ride because you almost hit her.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't know nothing about cars, so, like, I still don't understand that part. Like, you took her at the car, like, dude, you don't know nothing about cars. And then what did he say when he first met her? She was like, if he $10 to take me to a job. He was like, what did he say? He said,
he's like, no. Then it's like, you don't have to pay me at all, or something like that.
But it was the way he said it.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay me at all. I was like, wow. Wow. Okay. What about, what was it, Loretta?
Fazio.
And Mitch. What do you think about them characters?
Dummies.
They were all, like, just, like, the worst of the worst. They were just terrible characters. Not only were all of them over the top, they all were just, like, douchebags for no reason.
I think that, the other two men, I don't, you hardly saw them, but they were, I guess they're supposed to be, like coming down on Mitch, like for some money. They didn't seem like they were tough or something. They acted like kind of funny.
I mean, I understand that they put it in there to kind of give a little bit of depth to Mitch, but it's like that did not feed into the overall story at all.
No, it didn't.
So that was a bit of a waste. So, I mean, Leprechaun 3 is an alright movie. I personally like the second one better. I mean, it does, like the other ones, it does have like slight good moments. Like Warwick Davis does a pretty good job as Leprechaun. Of course, he's over the top. He does have his cheesy humor and all of that stuff, but that's a part of the character. I think he was a little bit less serious in this one, which I still don't like. I can deal with some of his dialogue, but I want him to still be more serious. Like, what was the one thing he did in the movie that stood out the most that annoyed me? When Scott was in the hospital, and then the Leprechaun walked into the hospital wearing a doctor's uniform.
Right, nobody noticed.
Nobody. He even had the little thing on his hat. I was like, wow, really?
Like, nobody noticed, like, at all, to see a small person like that with green skin walking in a hospital with a doctor's outfit.
And then, what was the doctor had asked him? He was like, this question could determine life from death and what happened. He had to do, did the guy have insurance? And I was like, that's something you ask somebody outside of the operating room,
right,
not inside the operating room. Like, and they knew somebody was there with them, so it's like, Come on, now. That's right. That was poor writing. It was supposed to be humor, but that was just poor writing. But as we said, the story could have been a heck of a lot better had them two actually known. It would have been better because it would have been a better relationship. The whole transition of them throughout this whole movie would have been a lot smoother.
Okay, I know you didn't like any of them, but out of Mitch, Fazio, or Loretta, which one was your favorite?
Oh, everybody know my favorite was Loretta. That was hilarious.
I'm not talking about the way she died.
Oh, you saw like the character?
Yeah.
Honestly, I kind of like Fazio a little bit. I mean, he was stupid and over the top, and the stuff like he had to be. This dude was like acting like the whole time. He was like, "Can I get some milk? Can I get some milk?" I'm like, wow, what are you? All you gotta do is say, "Can I get some milk?" What are you doing?
Right.
Like I could probably get behind his character. Mitch I didn't like because he was too sleazy. I mean, all of them was sleazy, but it was like Mitch was like the sleazy that thinks he's cool, but he's not really cool.
Well, Loretta just wanted a body.
She just wanted to look good.
Yeah.
At least she did show some type of motivation. I would say that she showed some type of motivation. She did want to. You see, she felt bad because she didn't look good like she used to.
Mm-hmm.
And Fazio, I could say he's got a motivation too because he was kind of a hack, and he wanted to be, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to have this grand stage and stuff. Mitch,
no, he just wanted the girl.
Yeah, and it was like he was like he had a motivation, but it wasn't like his wants. He like got mixed in with the wrong crowd, but they never went into it. So it was like you don't know what actually happened. And then everybody was like, and then the thing about it is he's the casino owner, but he specifically stood out more with Fazio and Loretta.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, that's a casino. Where's the rest of the staff you're supposed to be talking to? So it's a. And like I said, I think some the things that did was the whole wishing on the coin thing,
mm-hmm.
the whole Scott turning into a leprechaun, and the medallion. Those are like three of the, I wouldn't say highlights, but those are like 3 points in the story that they should have nailed down.
Mm-hmm.
Where the medallion come from? Okay, the infecting. Scott turned into a leprechaun.
And why was it his weakness? Why was the medallion his weakness?
Yeah, they didn't really go into that either. So, again, to me, was a bit of a step back. Then from part two, part two, what was it? I gave part two a 3 out of 5, and then this one I had to give it a 2 out of 5.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna stick with that. I will say that Leprechaun 3 does deserve about a 2 out of 5. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, these Leprechaun films, they're, for those who like nostalgia or whatever, fine. You have at it. But to me, these movies are just terrible. I can't really think of any one of these that's actually good. And it's hard to pull off a villain like this that has that gimmick. He's a leprechaun, he's trickster, he's humorous, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, you try to sit here and actually compensate for the humor. I mean, for being for his stature to be humorous. So,
I mean, it's meant to be like a comedy or horror, comedy/horror. Mm-hmm. But like once you like get into it, or after maybe you read some of the reviews or whatever, you be like, I did not notice that before.
Mm-hmm.
Like. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't think it was a bad idea about the whole Las Vegas thing. Like I thought it was an interesting idea, and they even had that bit where he ended up walking up to the Elvis impersonator guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was right. I thought that was fine. I kind of did like that. It was a bit of humor. But anyways, guys, that's the end of this review / discussion of Leprechaun 3. Any final thoughts?
No, none.
All right, then. The movie was disappointing, but hey, we still got through it. We did agree 2 out of 5. So, anyways, guys, in the comment section below, let us know what you think about Leprechaun 3. Did you think it was better than Leprechaun 2? Did you agree with any of our points? And for any points that we didn't pick up on, let us know. All right, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and we will catch you guys on the next Break of the Banks.
Bye.